I would like to say hi to everybody. My name is Donald Phillip, and I would like to say hi to everyone. Everyone that is connected to this great station, to the station that we gonna talk about Haiti, and you can always chat with me. I am going to ask you guys anything you want to tell me. You can go ahead into the chat room. We are live. Let me go make sure that we are live, that everybody will be able to see us. Let me go make sure that what I'm doing is not going to be a waste of time. And if anybody wants to call me, please do so. I would love to hear from you. And my phone number is 667. The number is on the top. 667-212-6900. You can call me from there. And let me see if the sound is coming out. Just give me a couple seconds because we're gonna talk great things about our country, Haiti, and a country that we want to make it better. There you go. No sound. We're gonna make the sounds come out now. All right. We should have sound now. Uh, let's make sure that we have sound with this Logitech also. Okay. All right. So I will invite people on my messenger. People who are my friend on messenger will be able to oh my friends, please connect. And okay. Okay. Voila. And we have a lot of people who connected and on our website. And we are so happy. We are trying to send and make friends, okay? I guess everybody has it already. Anyway, we're gonna talk to everybody. All right. We want everybody to be able to see what's going on here. Okay. I know if I did the right thing. Voila. Keyboard. Okay. Um, ladies and gentlemen, this program here. Let me go put a little volume into the system so everybody can hear me. Voila. Uh, we want to talk about my country, Haiti, and I would like to salute this young lady that who called me today, who's a friend of my son from Miami, and she lives in West. I believe she lives in Virginia. I'm trying to get into 5,000 people at this time, and it seems like nobody's connected yet. It's on Facebook. It's also on TV panel. It is also connected to YouTube channel. So I would like everybody to like this. Okay. Let me make sure that everybody are connected. I'm gonna send them TV panel now so they can see the website. See, everybody is watching. Okay, everybody can see. I would like to say hi to Pastor Anel. I would like to say hi to all my friends in Haiti, my political friend, and I would like to say hi to all Haitian all over the world. I would like to say hi to everybody and distinctly in Haiti, preferably in Haiti. Let me arrange one more thing here. Let me make sure that we have some fresh air. There you go. Okay, we start having people connected. All right. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, Haiti has been in a turmoil since the day we got our independence from Paris, French, from the French people, and we became a country. We used to be a colony. We used to be a country without our own border. We used to be a colony where we used to be slavery. We used to be owned by the slave masters. And this is a little story I'm gonna give you about Haiti. A little story I'm gonna give you about Haiti now. Okay, Hispaniola, which is called as a Hispaniola. Hispaniola stand for a town with a lot of mountains. Hispaniola. It's stated state with a lot of mountains surrounding. So that's why Haiti is protected against a lot of bad weather. This is why that Haiti is protected from a lot of stuff, and that the country is a great country. Haiti is a good country. It's the best country that anybody can tell you who visited that country and they love that country. They always want to go back there. Haiti was an island where the Indian people discovered that island. Okay? Back, way back before Christopher Columbus was even thinking of being born. Haiti in the beginning was Hispaniola, uh, island who's covered all around with water, and Indian people were living in that island. And for some reason, the Indian people did not was not aware of the fact that the country had gold, silver, diamond, all kind of prosperity, but they didn't have enough equipment. They was not aware of anything whatsoever that there was any valuable whatsoever for things that they were using to sleep, things that they were walking on, gold that they were throwing away, that they were not aware of anything whatsoever. They did not know anything. So the bottom line is Christopher Columbus, who got lost, coming from, by the way, Christopher Columbus was an Italian. He was not an Espanol. He was an Italian working for Queen Elizabeth, for Hispaniola, for Spain. So Christopher Columbus received an order from the Queen of Spain, Elizabeth, that they want him to go on a trip. And that trip that he's going to go on is going to be a special trip that he needs to go to India. At a certain time, Spain was the number one country in the world. Spain was, I would say, the country that was moving up. We didn't have the United States, we didn't have anything. It was a country, uh, 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 I would say a land without people except the Indian people. As you may be aware, the Indian people, all people are beautiful, but the Indian people were living peaceably. They were living in peace without any interference. They wasn't working. They never worked hard in their life. They never did any hard labor whatsoever. Never had anything to do whatsoever in their lifetime. They just go and pray the Son of God, the Son of the Creator, which is the Son who gives us vitamin D. This is who we call the Son of God. By the way, I want to stop there for a little while so you will know certain things. The Indian people in 1492, according to the fake history, used to pray because they were aware of the fact that prayer gives them wisdom. When they go together and adore something they're not aware of what it is, like the moon, the stars, if they see an elephant, if they see a tree, if they see something that may scare them, they call them that is something that is higher power. Like we do not know if there was a person or a spirit that called God ourselves. We just go ahead and believe in what we were given. We were given something that we not even understand, but we talk it as it is the truth. They make us believe in something we're not even aware of what it is. But anyway, the Indian people, the people that was they were living on this planet, which is north, south. Can you give me 1 second? Let me go check on something, please. By the way, the both phone was not with me. I'm sorry. Now I got the phones right now. Okay, I have both phones right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, there were some people that was writing to me. I was not aware of it. Let me see. I'm sorry about that. That I have to leave for a couple minutes, but nevertheless, let me put that Okay. The number is on top, and the numbers are on top of the screen where you will be able to call me because I'm gonna spend some time with you guys that you will never believe. Uh, yes, indeed. Okay, thank you, my sister. Okay, so he's still young. Okay, I'm trying to say, Caitlin, I'll say hi to you. I'm sorry that I did not the phone. I didn't have the phone with me, but now I have the phone. And Caitlin is a nice young lady with her husband, who is a friend of my son. They met in Virginia a few years ago when my son was young in school, I believe. And she told me that she has spent some time in Haiti and that she's working um, with the mission uh, for church thing. And she's the son of my son. She's the friend of my son DeAndre, where they met back in Virginia. She asked me a question: why do you want to be president of Haiti? And I'm gonna answer it. What is your biggest focus if you are elected? And also uh, I've always wondering this, but never knew anyone with political connection in the country. But why have there been so many bad politicians? An American are asking me a question about why Haiti always have some bad politician. An American citizen asking me a question, and I invite her to stay to connect it. And I have asked, we talking, and she said that she knows some Creole, and she used to go in Gracier at the Juniper Community Mission of Christianville. She stay at the new mission. There is a mission in Gracier, and let me call this young lady, see if she connected. Okay, this is the young lady. Okay, pretty girl, right? Let me see if she's connected. We will see if Miss Caitlin is connected on 22. Seems like I'm losing power. Okay, she's not answering, but nevertheless, uh, we are connected on TV panel live. We are talking about the reason why that the Indian people used to take the sun as their as the one that they believe as a thing that they believe who give us sunshine, who burn us, who give us vitamin D, who give us great pleasure to live. If we didn't have the sun, the whole world would turn to be a globe of ice. So therefore, we have to have sun, since everybody is living in, in a country where it's cold. You have to have something to warm up the house, the car. That's why that electricity is so important in those countries. Gas is so important in those countries, so people can warm themselves so they don't freeze to death. So now, the Indian people used to have a pleasant life in the Americas. Let's say that Americas conclude North America, Central America, within the Caribbean, and South America. So, so the Americas. So we are American. We not say we are American citizen because we were not born in the United States, because the United States used to be divided. But we are living in we are American. We live in the American continent. So therefore, we are not United States citizen, like I am not a United States citizen, but I'm from the island of Haiti. So therefore, I am an American born in Haiti. If you have a child as a United States citizen, you have a child in Haiti, and that child born in Haiti, you will see that the passport or the birth certificate will state that this person was born in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, an American citizen born outside the United States. So you see what I'm saying? When you're naturalized, when you have a Haitian passport or American passport, that passport will state it that you are from Haiti. Okay? But if you are a United States citizen, you were born in the United States, so that passport will state it where you were born according to your birth certificate. But uh, if you think that you will be born in Haiti and you try to get a passport and you put on the application that you are a United States citizen born in the United States, that will be a forgery. So now, what I'm trying to explain to you is that we are Haitian. Haiti is located in the Central America in the Caribbean. Caribbean, so Caribbean located in the Americas. So therefore, we are American, not American citizen who born in the United States, but we are the American who born in Haiti, since we are living in the Americas. Are you there with me? So if you have any question, you can always call me at those two numbers and on top of that station, 443-635-5420 or 667-212-6900. This TV work 24/7, 24/7 we work, and I am on Facebook, and I am also on the YouTube at the same time that the platform of TV Panel is connected with a lot of people. We have a lot of platform that we are connected with. So now, what I'm trying to explain to you is that the Indian people was American. Okay, the Indian people were American, born in and the island of Haiti. So, okay. So, therefore, uh, I'm trying to get people on the TV station now. Okay. All right. So the Indian people, the Indian people was born in America, but they was not born in the United States because we didn't have United States. We didn't have Canada. Okay. Canada was in existence. United States was in the existence. Mexico was in the existence because the earth, the part was here. Okay. The section was in existence, but the America, the American, the America was here. But the Americans that we call ourselves, we were not here as black people. As white people, we were not in the United States of America. That's what they call it, United States of America. Okay? Eh, somebody sending me some papers. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to get things in order. Uh, I'm sorry, somebody is sending me texts, so I have to text them so they will understand. Because I would like to speak Creole, but some of them don't speak Creole English. I'm trying to send them the information so they can connect it. Uh, mm, okay, okay, all right, I'm trying to see if I can get some people here into the station. All right, now 443-635-5420, 667 212-6900. Please connect to my live broadcast. Okay, what I want to get is when the Indian people saw the sun, they have to honor that sun. The sun who created by God, that is the Son of God. S-U-N, that the world changed it to S-U-N. It is S-O-N. That's what it is. The sun that is giving us the clarity into the world. The sun that is giving us vitamin D into our body. So the Indian people who used to be on this planet here, on this department, and to the Americas, they were living to this planet peaceably, without any interference, without anything whatsoever. They were not giving anybody any trouble whatsoever. They were just living their life, eat. That's all they were doing. They were going. They would go to sleep. They will wake up anytime they want to. They didn't have to worry about animals who would eat them alive. They wouldn't have to worry about snake. They wouldn't have to worry about any diseases because we didn't have any. Okay? We didn't have any diseases at that time. We didn't have STD. We didn't have anything whatsoever. AIDS. We didn't have anything. But they knew about having sex. So they didn't use to have clothes. That's where the Italian got the program of the Bible. The Indian, when Christopher Columbus came into the island of Haiti in 1492, they observed that those people that was living there back then in 1492 were not wearing any clothes whatsoever. They were butt naked. They were just naked, naked whatsoever. They were not living a life like we're living right now. So the Italian were in existence, the European an existence into the world because the European people wouldn't have that much people in the world. China was there. Japan was also there. You see, the whole world was in existence. But I'm talking about the America, not the United States of America, not the Canada of America, not Mexico of the America, not Haiti in America, not Santo Domingo in America, not Brazil and not in the United States, not Brazil and Canada, but Brazil, Venezuela, who are in the America. But they situated in the south of the America. Haiti, the island of Hispaniola, including the Dominican Republic, are in the America. But we are in the Central Caribbean America. We are in the in American, we are American. But we're not a United States citizen. I want to clarify that for you. Some people will say, I am American. Yes, you are American, even that you were born in Haiti, because even you were born in Santo Domingo, you are America because you were living into the American island. Haiti is in America, okay? United States is in the America. Canada is in the North America. So America is included the North America, the Central America, including the Caribbean, and the South America, who are situated in the south of the world in America. Canada is in America. United States is in America. Mexico is in America. Venezuela is in America, but in South America. We as Haitian, we are American because we were born in Haiti, who's situated in the Central America of the Caribbean circle. Now, when I say that the Indian people were living peacefully, without any interference, the sun was not the only God that they were honored. We say God, but I would say object. The sun was the object that they adore during the day. The sun is the object that they adore during the night because we didn't have electricity, we didn't have the connection to give light, we didn't have anything whatsoever except that the sun and the moon that give light during the day, and during the night we have the moon who gives them the light. So they were very appreciable by just adore them and say thank you, sun, sun, and which is changed to sun now, but it was son, son, le fils de Dieu. The son is the son of God. It belongs to God, to the creator that we are calling God. It belongs to our creator that we call creator. It belongs to Jehovah, who we call Jehovah, the most high. Okay? So therefore now, Christopher Columbus had an order from the Queen from Spain, Elizabeth, that I want you to go into India using the boat because we don't have the airport. They used to use the ocean to go to navigate to go anywhere they want to go in the world. So Christopher Columbus had an order from the Queen that I want you to go on an expedition that you must go and get me some gold because I need some diamond, I need some cuivre, I need some law, I need some gold, diamond, silver, all kind you can get me because I need to sleep on some gold within the next 6 months. So Christopher Columbus took, and let me give you some news, my friends, that I just got. It's on. It is breaking news at this present time to all of you Americans who are living in the America. Republicans call the $600 unemployment boost a disincentive to work. Many experts disagree. A $600 boost to weekly unemployment check ended Friday, leaving many families wondering how to pay for rent, food, and other bills this month. So, Democrats want to extend the payments, yet the Republican lawmakers have put up a roadblock to continuing the aid. They call it a disincentive to work. So you're not going to be going to work since you have $600 a week. Since some worker can make more from unemployment than their old jobs, there's no question in certain cases where we are paying people more to stay home than to work. That's created issue. I will come back soon with this situation that we are in. Um, that's created issues in the entire economy. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin said in an interview Sunday on NBC This Week. However, mounting evidence suggests this argument may be flawed, and it's one that is currently holding up negotiation on another relief package. Philosophy of fact. The $600 a week supplement hasn't been a disincentive to return to work and hasn't stiffed recruitment by employers during the current recession, new research suggests. In fact, Americans receiving the subsidy are pumping money into the economy and supporting jobs, according to a number of economists. Ending the aid will cripple the United States of America economy as a result, they argue. I'm not surprised at all that studies are finding that, say, Theo Von Wachter, an economics professor at the University of California, Los Angeles, and directors of the California Policy Lab, is a Republican also, concern is more born from a philosophy and not facts. Roughly 30 million Americans were collecting unemployment benefit as of mid-July, according to the Labor Department. Many out of work individuals were having trouble paying their rent and buying enough food because food are very expensive these days. Food to eat, enough food to eat prior to losing the extra $600 a week, according to a weekly survey conducted by the Census Bureau. $321 a week. Ending the federal supplement will leave Americans with $321 a week state benefit on average. The GOP believes ending or reducing the aid would bolster the economy by initiatively people to return to work. The $600 lets about two-thirds of the people eligible to collect unemployment insurance make more from jobless aid than from work. According to economists at the University of Chicago, around 20% could theoretically double lost earnings they found, more than invest in you. The dynamics primarily affect low to middle income workers. A $600 flat payment is a larger pay increase for someone who makes $300 a week versus $1,200 a week. For example, the economic logic against this generosity is simple. Someone who can make more from unemployment would be more likely to stay unemployed than find a job. Since there is a pandemic and these people cannot find not only job, but their jobs are closed, the market is slow, and there's no money to put into the economy, how you expect the people to go back to work and in a normally functioning labor market, that might be true. Economists say the unemployment system has never before paid Americans more than 100% of their lost earnings, making a direct historical comparison impossible. But this theoretically dynamic hasn't had the negative labor effect Republicans fear. According to studies published over the last few weeks, Race for Jobs, one by economists at Yale University, found that workers who got a bigger boost in take-home pay due to the $600 unemployment subsidy returned to work at a similar rate as others who got a lower negativity bump in pay. Ernest Tedeschi, an economist at Evercore ISI, and former Treasury officials similarly found that there is no evidence that the $600 supplement influenced people to find or leave their place of employment since they have to get insurance on their own life insurance and short-term disability, etc., etc. This analyst examined data from May and June when the U.S. economy had a record-breaking of 7.5 million jobs into the economy. Which researchers also suggest that employers and the aggregate didn't have any trouble recruiting workers from job openings, as one might accept if workers were opting to stay home to collect unemployment benefits instead of finding a job. This is a function of mismatch between the number of unemployed individuals and job openings. In May, there were 4 unemployed workers per job opening, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. There are currently about 14 million more unemployed workers than jobs, accordingly to the Economic Policy Institute. Other research show some evidence of a decline in job application linked to the $600 benefit, but not enough to make up the three being very few jobs out there, say Loana, an assistant professor of economics at the University of Pennsylvania and one of the study co-authors. Job vacancy decreased by 64% during the pandemic, while job application only decreased by 21%, according to the study published July 30th by Loana, an economist at the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, and Glassdoor, a job and career site. As a result of the number of applications per job increase during the downturn, meaning businesses had a larger pool of workers from which to choose, a kind of great race for jobs, the research found. Drag on the economy. A decline in job application tied to the $600 unemployment benefit might be actually good for social welfare by reducing excess competition for jobs, Miss Lorena said. It's actually kind of correct when Republican lawmakers, by increasing unemployment generously decrease work search effort, she added. But it doesn't matter in the current state of the labor market. It's focusing on the wrong thing. It's not relevant at all of the current context. Of course, this isn't to say that zero businesses have reported recruitment difficulty or that no unemployed people have stayed on the sideline as a result of generous benefit. The study looked at unemployment and the aggregate. So, on the whole, the United States of America economy isn't worse off because of the $600 a week benefit. And economists generally agree that an extra $600 a week could hurt the economy and a healthy labor market when jobs are widely available. So if there is a job available in the market, that wouldn't be a problem. But since there is a problem in the market, jobs are closing and people are losing the job and people don't have any money to go buy things that they need, because if you used to purchase a gallon of milk for $3.99, now you're going to be paying $7 for a gallon of milk. That is very outrageous. Our baseline assumption then is that it will be sometime before the payment would risk being a biting drag on the recovery, according to Yale study. Plus, generously unemployment likely isn't people only motivating factor and staying home. There is a health fear, workplace safety, and child care duty may play a greater role for some individuals when weighing whether to return to work or not. Evidence suggests that the extra $600 is helping prevent a further collapse of the United States of America economy, while recipients of jobless aid cut their spending by 7% during normal time. The extra $600 a week led unemployed households to increase their spending above pre-employment level once they began receiving benefit, according to a study published last month by JP Morgan Chase. The fact that spending by benefit recipients rose during the pandemic instead of falling, like in normal times, suggests that the $600 supplement has helped households to smooth consumption and stabilize aggregable demand, the study said. U.S. gross domestic product, the GDP, the country total output on goods and service would fall 2% and there would be 1.7 million fewer jobs by the end of the year, absent an extension of the $600 a week subsidy, according to Ms. Luana analysis. Sign up. Money 101 and 8 weeks learning course of financial freedom delivered weekly to your inbox. The side hustle I spent $250 to start is now full-time, six-figure job. Here's my best advice via Go with an Economy, CNBC. So there is still a problem. Some of the unemployment people who work say they have to return to work. Some 30 million Americans are seeking drastically reduced unemployment benefit. This week, now that the 600 weekly enhanced benefit has expired, with little to show from lawmakers with regard to the next round of pandemic relief. A key point to this is not a good thing since there is no extension. $600 unemployment check. Congress has no choice but to extend benefit. The Congress, but not the Senate. The Senate rejected it. Okay. So now let's go into something better. So, okay. So we were talking about the Christopher Columbus got lost. He was supposed to go to India and the search of gold, silver, and diamond for the queen. Because of the fact that the queen needed to sleep on gold, silver, and diamond, it was very difficult for Christopher Columbus to get into a rush so he could get back to Spain so he could make the pleasure that the queen won. Nevertheless, the queen was not happy with the time that Christopher Columbus spent looking for the gold, the diamond, and all kind of good stuff uh, for the queen. Because of going to India, he was to from Spain. He supposed to make left, but he got lost. And while they went to sleep, the boat turned around, and they accept to drop the anchor into the water, but they did not do so because the boat turned around, the head turned the other way to the north. So When they woke up, they thought that the boat was facing the other way around, and it was another way around. So, in the meantime, while things went worse, went for Christopher Columbus, the Queen at that time, the boat didn't have no telephone, no communication, no way of communication whatsoever. If the boat sunk at that time, everybody would have died. La Santa Maria, La Pinta, La Nina, La Santa Maria sunk in the Cape Haitian Sea. Nobody ever know what happened to that boat. They're still looking for it at this present time. They could never find it. Nevertheless, Christophe Colomb got lost. Instead of thinking that they were getting into India, they end up into the island of Haiti. That was the first island that they touched. Now, when Christopher Columbus arrived into the Sea of Haiti, to the ocean of Haiti, and he was looking to this binocular, and he saw some funny looking people. He said to the captain, "What is going on with these people butt naked walking around? Can we approach them and see what the hell's going on to see if they speak any kind of language?" I don't think they do because they're butt naked, they're walking around, and to be honest, I don't know what's going on. So they went closer to the shore, and the Indians saw the boat coming and they ran away. They went into hiding. And Christopher Columbus, they got down to the from the boat into the land. The first thing they planted two cross, two cross. They planted one. They say this land belonged to the Queen of Spain, Queen Elizabeth. And they planted another flag and a cross. They say this land belonged to the church, to the Catholic Church. So it was two flags and two crosses. One cross, one flag stated that this land belonged to the Queen. And they planted another cross. It said this land belonged to the Catholic Church because it was all over, everything was Catholic because it was the first church that's ever existed when they created the Bible and they gave us the Bible. So they created the Bible and uh, they say that like when they did it and in the beginning of when they started things to happen in Africa. So there is another story that I have to go through to go back into story, real story, not fake story, but the real story. And after they landed in Haiti, planted two flags and two crosses, it stated that this is belong to the Queen of Spain and this is belong to the Catholic Church. So that happened, and then the Indian disappeared. So at night, they were waiting to see what was going on. The Spanish people and the uh, Italian, they were waiting to see what is going on with those people. Were they going to come out to do something? So they were waiting for them. So they have arms, they have Uzi, they have all kind of machine guns, and they got those Indian on their knees praying because you know the Indian people when they see do anything that they were praying to the boat, they were praying to the stranger with the hat on, with the knife, with the gun. So they were praying to them. So Christopher Columbus killed a few of them, went down and killed a few of them, and they were dead, and they gave up. They say, okay, do match, quand match, c'est plus ça. Christopher Columbus don't understand, put them to work, and then they end up dying by mass because at that time we have 2.6 million Indian all over the America. When I say all over the America, I'm not talking about United States, okay? It's including the United States, Canada, Mexico, back then, and then including the South America and the island of Haiti and Trinidad, Tobago, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, all of these, they belong to the Queen Elizabeth, okay, of Spain, because Haiti was the first way of their loss. When they got lost, they thought that they were going to India. In fact, they did in fact saw Indian because they thought that that was in India. Because when they went there before, that was the same people that they saw. So they put those people to work. There was Indian people to work because those people was living in a penal life. They were living a great life. They were living a docile life and paisiblement life. They were living a good life. They didn't know anything about working hard labor. And Christophe Columbus put them to work so they can work their tails off real hard. So it was it was hard labor for them. So things happen and they start dying by millions. And when I say working, so it was 10 boats at that time. So this is real. This is for real. Christophe Columbus had 10 boats, and those boats supposed to be filled up with gold, diamond, silver. That's supposed to go to the queen because the queen was getting nervous after 120 days. That's the same thing they put in the Bible. They say that Noah spent 120 days, 120 years to build that boat that people could have been saved if they wanted to be saved. 120 years to build a boat, and the boat that wasn't even enough bigger than this room, and boat that they claimed that had more than 3 million animals. Oh, God worked mysterious ways. Thank you. Yes, God's work things different ways. The Lord will do mysterious things. Jehovah, yes, God. Anyway, they believe in that. So it's a proof to you that the Indians were afraid of the sun, the SON. At that time, it was SON because we didn't have the alphabet. They didn't know how to write. There wasn't any alphabetical thing that we would say Jesus Christ. It wasn't anything like that because uh, the letter G didn't come into the 15th century, 15th or 16th century. We didn't have the letter G for Jesus. So now, so let's get back to the Indian that was working. They were working so hard because they never moved gold, heavy silver. Everything was heavy for them. They didn't know what was going on. So while they were working so hard, they were dropping just like the coronavirus now. You will see some people who drop dead. You don't know what happened to them. You will see fume coming from their mouth. They die. They dead. Gone forever. Heart attack. They will die just like that with corona. People not protecting themselves now. They just go to the beaches. They just go enjoy life in the water. They don't know what's going on, and they claim that corona is non-existent for them. And that was the same thing at that time. It was a coronavirus for those Indians because they did never work hard. They never leave anything like well, since there wasn't any telephone, so they never leave anything that hard labor ever done in their life. 443-635-5420. You can call me anytime and we can discuss the situation. So they were dying. So Christopher Columbus didn't have anybody. So I'm giving you an example how we get into the America. So they were dying just like when you spray roaches, when you put poison for rats, when you put poison for mice. They were dying by millions. So Christopher Columbus never worked himself. He doesn't know what hard labor is all about. All he does is does the commanding officer, do this, do that, do that. So after all those things happened, they didn't have no more Indian to whoop, to kill, to work hard, to do anything they want them to do. So they died. They just dropped dead. No, not even one. That's why in the Bible, when the three people or Abraham was whatever was talking to God about uh, his brother or his cousin or his uncle, whatever, that let's just divide the land. We don't have to have a fight amongst ourselves. We're brothers. We are not strangers to this land. Let's get together and choose left. If you choose left, I will take west. If you choose right, I will take north. Choose whatever you want. You choose. You have both sides. That's why now you have those kind of things into the Bible, added things to the Bible. So they remember, ah, remember we went to Africa? We colonized African people. Let's go to Africa and go get some Negroes. Let's go get those heavy Negroes because they're strong, they got muscles, they can carry those gold. They took 5 of those Negrier, we call them Negrier because that's what they were, those boats. And they went to Benin in Africa. They went to the African continent where they have the big muscle. So they start picking up millions of black people with muscles and they were selling them, human beings selling human beings. It was a problem because the queens need gold, the queen needs silver, the queen need diamond because she start getting anxious when she doesn't get those things. So therefore, you have to get them uh, down to Haiti and the America as soon as possible because we have to get those diamonds into the boat so we can go to return to the queen. So that's what happened. They went to Africa and picked up millions of Africans, brought them into Haiti with the boat, and now that we were in the canvas, we were there, doing the boat, doing the boat. We were doing the boat, doing the boat. That's why they had a song, doing the slide, doing the thing. So the African was doing the boat to make sure that the boat get into Haiti as soon as possible so we can get those Negroes into the island of Haiti so they can start getting those diamonds and then gold and the silver to the queen. So that's what happened. They were getting those, remember Mont Saint Nicolas, the Saint Nicholas Mall. the mountain of St. Nicholas, no, mountain. That's where they first landed. Remember that. So when you're telling people that you know history, not story, it's two different things. History and story. When people tell you stories, story are make believe. History are a fact. History is real, but story is not real. Stories are not real. They non-existent. They're fictitious. They're fake. They never existed. Okay? Things that make believe are things that never existed in this world. So when make believe happen, you confuse, make you crazy. That's why we have people with mental problem, mentally ill. That's why we have people. We have 83,000 people now connected to Facebook, and we have a lot of people. And to our server, we have close to we have 900, close to 950 into our server. Okay, and what on YouTube, maybe YouTube may not. I'm on YouTube. I don't know why it's not connected. I make This is the way to change and make Haiti better. That's the way that I put it. It should be on YouTube now. Let me make sure because let me go to YouTube. So I make sure that it is there. People, I will not be able to see people on YouTube from Canada. That's the problem. On YouTube, I have let me see what I mean. People have on YouTube from Canada. I got 220 people in Canada. Okay, so this is the way. The way, since they're not gonna be the way to change and make Haiti better. Okay, so when you put it like this, you'll be able to see TV banner. It's supposed to be live. Anyway, so those Indian died, and the African people came in town, and then this is what happened, and that's why the gold was going to the queen so quick, and the African were put in slavery so they can build the island, so they can build the United States, and they can build the America. So this is what happened. This is we black people created those things. I'm looking for those. Why we have millionaires now? Why we have people living well and this life? That is because that is because of us. That is because of what we did for them to get a better way of living. We did the great things for them. We created we created those islands. Okay, so the island of Haiti, we are the one who built all those good things for the world. So now they have Champion League, they have all kind of stuff from Haiti. They have a bunch of stuff that I cannot even imagine that these things are even existing. because of the fact that we are the one who did this. Anyway, now since we were under different kind of country who were controlling us, okay, they were giving us orders. So African people, we were just like, okay, sir, yes, master, yes, master. So we were getting whipped up. They were whipping us up. They were taking a woman and make them have mulattoes. If they got pregnant, they didn't even have to wait for the 9 months for the mother to give birth. They will whip the baby off their stomach alive and make sure that it's not belong to the Negroes. This is the way it was for Haiti, for Haitian from Africa. So that's why I did when I'm talking to Haitian people, I say, well, we know we had so many problems when the Christopher Columbus era was and he was in Hispaniola and treat us that way. So it is a problem. So I don't want you to do anything about it, but I want you to remember that it was the worst thing that ever happened to anybody in the world. The treatment they were giving to us, the thing that they did to us, the malfection that they gave to us, the fiction they gave to us, the weeping, the whooping, the way they cut our pennies off, the way they take our nails off when they caught us eating a sugar cane. It was terrible. If they even saw us talking to one of their women, you are gonna go to the ground, buddy. They're gonna take your hair off and you're gonna dig up the hole yourself and you go enter into the hole with your bald head at Tet Calais today. And Haiti was running Haiti, Tet Calais, man, people without hair, bald head, and the slave would put the dust onto them and leave their head off. And syrup would be put in their head. Sugar syrup would be put in their head so they wouldn't be suffering. Get the worms, spiders, everything would come and eat your head alive. If there is a good brother who will hate to see you suffer, will get a thing and cut your head off to make it finalized because you will die, but in the manner that you will suffer. It's like they used to give the criminal the electric chair because of what happened in North Carolina one day. They put this guy into the electric chair. He was spending 2, 3 minutes on the chair. And his hair was with, because he committed a huge crime. They want to put him sitting down and then grill him. They would grill him like a barbecue. And since they see that it was this punishment, a punishment is unfair. Now they say they used to give people, human beings, gas chamber. So you will be scared not to commit crime. Most of those crimes are given to, most of those sentences were given to black people. And the white man will get the life in prison just in case we have a coronavirus, so you will not die in there, so we can release you from prison. But the black man, you will get the death sentence. I will kill you. So you will not do that anymore. Not even think about doing it. I will let you spend a few years thinking about the way you're gonna die in the gas chamber, the way you're gonna die into an electric chair. I hope that people understand me. So that was the nuisance. That was the new way of death. That was a new way of suffering. They give you a few years to think about the way you're going to die because the judge already sentenced you to die. So while you're in prison, Why they have to let you stay so many years and they're thinking about the way you're gonna die? And they give you the way of life. Either that you sign the way you want to die by hanging, by shooting, or by electric chair, or by putting you into the gas chamber. That was the way it was. As a black man, that's the way they used to treat you. But since the law changed and they want things to be perfect, not to be criminalized, not to say that was unjustified to kill somebody like animals, because animals don't die that way, but we're going to give you an injection. And that injection will be best because we're going to put you to sleep and you will not feel anything, and we will kill you with a poison, which they don't make the poison here in the United States of America. These poison will be coming from the European countries. Are you follow me what I'm saying? The European will created those poison that they will put into your vein because it was included now inclusive of the white people who committed crime. Now, it's not only black people who committed crime, that we don't want to kill the white people by way of gas chamber. We don't want to kill the white people by the way of electric chair anymore. So we're going to try to put them to sleep first so they don't feel no pain. That is the way it is now. If you are white or black, you commit the worst crime in your life, they will put you into a strike and make sure that you don't move. Even that they're going to ask you, what kind of meal do you want as your last supper? Like Jesus Christ, they call it the last supper. So you will be suffering, but you're gonna have a nice meal, a prime rib, or a T-bone steak, or a filet mignon, or a piece of nice 16 ounce of chicken with potato, or if you want a salad, or if you want a fish or fillet, if you want a salmon, just let us know. We don't mind giving you your last supper. Since you are a white man, since you are not a black man, I will do you a favor. But I will use it for the black men also. Ask them what kind of meal they want as the last supper. Nevertheless, that was the way things used to be. But we change it now. We're going to cool you off. After they took the African people and brought them to Haiti, and they stole all the gold, all the best thing that we ever owned, and European developed their country with our silver, with our gold, with our diamond, and make their country better than ever. So that's now why you see that Haiti is so poor now. They want to keep Haiti poor. So we don't get up. Haiti need a leadership because everybody, those politicians who are now wants to run for the public office to the highest level, they just want to make money and make sure that people who are poor stay poor for a long time. So they don't even think about changing the way of living because if they do, they would have things to come after us to make a revenge. We don't want them to do that. Let's give them something so they will know. Let's give them the Bible as the book of honor. So the book they will respect. Let's give them a creation. Let's give them an Adam. Let's give them an Eve. Let's give them a Noah. Let's give them a Samson. Let's give them a judge. Let's give them a Solomon as a judge who will definitely make his first liberation of cutting the baby in half since they are fighting for something that must belong to one of them, let's cut the baby in half and give them half, and peace be with us. But the lady who knew that the baby was hers, that's a story, not a history story. They let you know that the lady who knew that the baby was hers, she didn't want the baby to die. And she went into the judge and said, Judge, please don't kill the baby. It's mine. And the lady who knew that the baby was not, that's a story. The baby was not hers. She was happy. She said, yes, that's good, Your Honor. Let's kill the baby. Let's just slice the baby in two. And I take half and she take half and we both lost. But the judge who knew that the lady who really the mother of that child want that child to be alive went to him and said, Your Honor, please. I don't want the baby to die. Don't kill the baby. It's okay. It's not mine. You can go ahead and give her the baby, and the baby can leave. And Solomon will make an honest decision by saying, Lady, you are a liar. The baby does not belong to you. Since you want the baby to die, I will put you in jail because you came here and lie in my courtroom. And then this lady, please, soldier, give that woman her baby. That's the mother of that child. So they show you an example. They show you a way that a judge is honorable. That's why they got chambers. That's why they wear robes. They wear a special hat. They are not supposed to be taking part for anybody. But who pays them? The government. And you have both government represent the criminal, and you have another who represent the state as a prosecutor. Ladies and gentlemen, I had a question today by this beautiful lady from Virginia who asked me a question. The question she asked me was good question. Okay. The question that she asked me was very good question. She said, what are your plans? Because I went to Haiti and I saw the way people in Haiti are living. This is a beautiful country. I would love to know why the politicians are destroying this country. Since you seems like you're not a politician, I saw your profile. I see that you studied business administration. What are you planning to? What are your plans to for developing the country? What are your plans? Please let me know. So my answer to her said, well, first of all, we have to plant security in the country. We have to make sure that we have agriculture running. First of all, since everybody and coming from all over the countryside, and moving to one place, Port-au-Prince, I will make sure that every benefit that I'm giving will be going back to the place of where they came from with their birth certificate and the check that I will provide to them for help as poor people to be on a top and a high level way, to be in the middle class where they can change their life, will be the check must be cashed into the bank where they live. They must have an identification of where they came from in the south, in the southeast, or in the north, or in the northwest, or in the west, or in the northwest. You have to have that identification. They have to work there because I will open work for them because I will put people to work. The country will be working 24/7. Another word, I don't say that I will give them electricity 24/7, but I will give them something to do 24/7 so they can work. People who never work in their life, who are disabled, will be able to survive. You see, this is just a piece of thing that I must give them. I'm not going to give you all my what I'm going to do for the country. What is because I'm going to give somebody my way of thinking for development because I studied business administration and I know administration. If I can only give you so much alive, I have a vision because Haiti is mine. Haiti is my country. I was born there. And I want to see things happen before I close my eyes for that generation. I want to make sure that the future generation of this country, of Haiti, be able to say, well, Tyler Phillip did something for that country because I'm able to wake up in a safe environment. I'm able to say that my children went to school without fear. My people went to sleep one night and not even thinking about next day if they have food in the refrigerator to wake up so they can get a glass of cold milk to go to sleep or wake up and see that they have food in the refrigerator. They have bread. They have money in their hand so they can do whatever they want to do. Okay? It's not go to sleep at night thinking all night what I'm gonna go to sleep for. And there is not even a plantation where I can eat a piece of corn. Development will be with them. Okay? The country will be at the highest level with my leadership. The health service would be at the best level. The school system would be different. We will give benefits to all the people, health, pharmacy, water, electricity, etc., etc., etc. But we have to have security first. The army would be in full force, and I will make sure that 18 years old people make sure that they do the military service in school, not carrying a gun, but have a mind of being a man as a man, and a woman too as a woman who served their country, who's honorably discharged and get a better job, become a lawyer, an attorney, and make sure that the country is a country where people wants to live, a country where people don't want to go get a passport and get the hell out of there. People who wants to be deported back to that land. People who's not fear living into that country. People who doesn't have any fear whatsoever. I want to make sure that Haiti is a country where I want to make sure where people in that country believe that Haiti would be the best country in the world. Somebody is writing to me. That's Elise. Yes, I'm having a program right now where I want all Haitian people will be so happy that for that country to be the best country in the world, where people from all over the world will want to live there, who will spend their money there, because we're gonna have security in that country. That's my country, where people call it the poorest country in the world, and they open their mouth, they don't even know what they're talking about. Haiti is not the poorest country in the world. Haiti is the poor country in the hemisphere of the America. When you don't know what you're talking about, you need to be quiet, please. Haiti is not the poorest country in the hemisphere. Haiti is a poor country in the America. That's what you need to say. And as a Haitian citizen, as a person with integrity, as a person who's not a political person who crushed the country with the hard handed, who stole the country treasury, I want to make sure that those people who stole the money of that country return it. I want to develop that country with so much love. I want everybody to love everybody, and I'm gonna bring everybody together so we can be the best we can be to develop that country and have road that people will go to school without fear going back home. I will have so much things going on for that country where cinema will get be back on the road, where people will be able to walk on the street without fear, where we're gonna have security 24/7, where we're gonna have water and everywhere in the country where the dirt, dust, the trash will be picking up every day. We're gonna help people with the motorcycle in that country to give them the benefit that to work for the government, to work to drive a bus, to do whatever they can't do, to get rid of the motorcycle, to get rid of the old cars, to give them 5 years free of people to get the car out of the douane of the Semak douane, whatever you call it, and the import export will be able to get things better. That the country will be able to develop itself. A president cannot develop the country. A president will be able to direct the people to be able to give the people a way to march like a soldier who's behind me. Because sometimes people say, okay, well, I want to lead. I want to be a leader. Yes, you want to be a leader, and then a leader without you turn around in the back, you don't have any troop. Oh, where they go? You have no troops, and you want to be a leader. I want to make sure that I'm going to give you a nice example. Okay, we're going to have two hospitals on each department. And when people go to the hospital, they will not have any fear whatsoever not to get treatment. They will be able to get treatment free. You know why? Because the Department of Health will be paying the doctor, will be paying the hospital bill. The doctor will be getting paid great money. They will love to go to work. They will wake up in the morning to enjoy going to work. The people who's working at the pharmacy will enjoy to go to work because the Department of Health would be paying the prescription with the identification and a signature of that person and a copy of the identification with the amount, and the Department of Health will pay for that. Education is supposed to be free from every level, from elementary, from kindergarten, and to the all the way to the universities. The government have to make sure that the people get what they deserve because the country need to be at the best. We need to have electricity. We need to have water, running water. We need to get rebuilt. The whole country need to be rebuilt. The people who's living in Haiti and Port-au-Prince now need to go back where they came from, into the suburb where they came from, where we're gonna develop there first, in the mountain where they came from. Because they believe that Port-au-Prince was the port of Prince for real, which is a port of trash, because the government was not able to do what it promised to the people. We are going to change things. Things gonna be changed if they let me become the one of the candidates, I will definitely win. Because whoever is going to be against me, oppose my candidacy, I will let them know into a debate what they did wrong, and I will have proof. I will definitely have proof. I'm speaking in English because we have people in the United States Senate who's listening to me. We have people in the United States uh, higher school, people in the United States who want to help us. We have people in Canada who wants to help us. We have people in Mexico who want to help the country develop. We have people in your country who wants to give us things, who wants to send help to us. We have people in Japan who wants to go to Haiti to build housing for certain people who are elders, who cannot have money now except to depend on their pension and the disability, people who doesn't have legs, people who've been suffering under the earthquake. I will be able to help them all the way to the life, to get psychological help. All the doctor will be able to help them. Doctors will make so much money, and the people of Haiti, the money will not stay in the treasury to suffer, to rot in there. Money will be coming to my people. And my people will be so grateful, they will not going to be so desperate to go looking for a visa. Everybody will want to come back. The doctors, the engineering, the agriculture people, the people who want to, because all the Haitians who left the country, they went somewhere else with with lot of intelligent, lot of and lot of things in the mind. Things they went out of the country to learn what they can do for Haiti. So those people I will use them. And the bandit, I will cooperate with them so people can live their life. They can go anywhere they want to go. So this is the difference that I have in mind comparatively to Martelly, who spent 5 years in Haiti, who destroyed the country, completely destroyed the treasury of the country. We had other people. We have Jean-Charles Moïse, who was a senator for Milo, who didn't do nothing for Milo. Milo is the worst area that can ever be. He wants to be president so he can destroy the country again, put the country into the worst shit. You telling me a president purchased or built a side way of countryside, built a $9 million mansion by the waterfront? Where you get that money from? $9 million, and claim that this money was given to me as a loan from the bank. And the bank never gave that kind of money as loan to anybody. We have people who are on the street selling things, goods, all their life for 40 years, 50 years, never collect that money. And for 5 years, you were broke in, in Florida. You lost all the houses that you had invested money in, and you went back to that country and deprive everybody of what they're supposed to get. So Maurice Jean-Charles, you're not gonna win. Martelly is not gonna win. If I get the chance to become the candidate, definitely the people of Haiti would be better off. Um, like I said, the people who didn't do nothing for the country, the people who stole money from the Treasury Department, I will give them an amnesty, international, general amnesty, whatsoever. The people who's living abroad, that's why I say international will be able to come back and return that money to the treasury. And you will write in the check, money I stole. Please, I want that amnesty. We have so many pastor in Haiti. We have so much bluffers who claim that they pastor, they open churches, and they take in the people's money in the name of Jesus Christ, in the name of God, in the name of eternal life, telling the people that they will be able to get a visa at the American embassy so they can have a better life in America, in the United States of America. Let's be specific. Today's today's life, today's where there is coronavirus in life, there is no better way in life anyway. A lot of people wants to go back to their homeland now because there is no testing. There is no way to test to say that okay, you test positive for coronavirus, you need to stay 14 days in quarantine. You need to stay there for 14 days. There is no test in Haiti for the people to make sure that they do have coronavirus. They will drink tea. They will drink a ginger tea. They will drink the mixed size of tea so they can get better. Everybody drinking tea in Haiti. That is a cure for that virus that they claim that they have. This virus, only Haiti can help the world with the perfection of the tea maker, the world tea. We are the only one who can find a vaccine for that deadly pandemic, that deadly disease who's killing people, who's killing the world, to everybody in the world. We have the cure for that deadly virus. We know how to make the antiviral. We know how to cure that so you don't get it no more. We have, if you have it, we have a hot tea that you can drink, not the hot tea, Lipton tea. We have a special blended tea that we will get from the ground that the medical don't even know. The scientists don't even know. We do have the exact cure for that COVID-19. We do have it. If you want to get cured, get a plane ticket and go to Haiti. Tell them that you came to get a result. And they will put you in a hotel room where they will bring you the tea. If you don't get cured, I don't know what will cure you. Only country in the world who can cure the coronavirus. I don't care what people are gonna say that they're gonna find a vaccine. The people are not gonna take the vaccine because they think that you're gonna get corona from the dead man, from the dead people, and using it and put the like the flu. You put the flu inside the people to fight the flu. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna take the coronavirus and anti make the vaccine with it, and they will inject you with the corona. So you have the corona inside your body. Only way for you not to have coronavirus is to go to the natural way. Scientific way will take too long. We have the way. Haiti is the way of life now, not Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is not the way of life anyway. Haiti with a blended perfection tea, which you can either inject it or drink it warmly. I know a lot of people don't want no vaccine, but people want to drink the tea. I cannot give you the blend. I cannot give you the way. I cannot tell you what it is because everybody will make a fun of it. It's not going to be valuable. The tea is the tea that will make you better. I know for a fact people who get well drinking that tea. I know for a fact people who use that tea and inject themselves because they had the coronavirus, they have the COVID-19, and they feel good. I know some anchors in New York that the Haitian people brought them the tea into their basement and they drank it and they get well. Ah, that's all I can say. That's all I can say. I'm not going to say no more. Thank you very much. I'm just like Donald Trump. I'm not going to say no more. Thank you very much. Very much. Goodbye. Anyway, for those of you who really want to get better, who are sick, please listen to me. Please don't listen to Donald Trump. Don't listen to the scientists who's telling you take hydrochloroquine. Hydrochloroquine. It's a crime to drink that. It's not going to help you. We have the Haitian blended best tea in the world who will cure that disease, and you will never have it again. When you drink the tea, it's an antiviral tea against the COVID-19. You have to know. You have to know how to make it. You have to know the ingredient to boil the tea, to make sure that you boil the perfect way. If you do it the wrong way, you can have a heart attack. If you think you're going to drink it like a fool, you're going to be a fool and you're going to be dead. We have it. Right now, I have a tea in my freezer, my refrigerator. I have tea, antiviral. I have no viruses. No virus is going to come into my house. No viruses will come in. That's why we Haitian, we have a way of living. So if you want to get better, call us at 443-635-5420. We're not going to do it for money. We don't need no money. We want you to get better. We don't need a dime from you. It is a pleasure for us to see somebody get well. It is not something we're going to do a politic with it. It's not something we're going to see if we can get rich with it. It's something we want you to stay alive and be well. It's not going to give you damages of your you can have a lungs problem because it's infected the lungs. It will kill the lungs. It will wash the lungs up. It's not like Donald Trump who said that if we put Clorox in your lungs, wash it up, and we'll get the virus out and kill you. The man tell you, the man wants to see more people dead than get a cure for that disease. It is a deadly disease, ladies and gentlemen. Don't play with it. Use your mask. Protect yourself. Even me, I have an antiviral drug inside me, which is the T. Antiviral T inside my body will protect me 24/7 against it. I don't really have to wear a mask because I would not catch it because I already drank the tea. I use a mask. Please believe me. Using a mask protect life. You will be survivable. You will be a survivor if you drink tea that we Haitian will blend it. The government of the United States don't have anything. You see, government can track online activity. I don't care what you can track you. I'm telling you, you can track me. Okay. I'm not gonna sell anything on Amazon. You see, I'm getting so much paper because I say I have a queue. I have Amazon who's sending me papers, sending me documents that they want me to give them. I'm not selling anything. I want to have people who are sick get rid of the virus inside the body. Period. And get well. I don't want you to have surgery. You don't have to do anything. I am well. I want you to get well. I want everybody to get better. And to all the doctors who think that they have uh, to all the pharmacists who think that they can make a vaccine, and nobody gonna take the vaccine because they think they're gonna put the viral inside the virus inside the body. It's kind of hard to find somebody. You see this lady who was on TV, national TV, where everybody they pay her so much money. She already rich. She probably gonna get sick for after 14 days. You see the richest man, black man, a Republican, just died. Poor man. He would have given millions of dollars to get that seat. Mr. King, Herman King, the Republican candidate who in 2012 wanted to be the Republican nominee, he died because he went to a rally that Mr. Trump was doing recently and was not wearing a mask. Do not go to casino if you don't wear a mask. Even you go to casino, don't go to casino. Period. Don't go to crowd. Stay away from people. Even you wear a mask. A person with the sweat, put the sweat on you, you get killed. It is a virus that is inside this world to destroy the world. This country, the world need to shut down completely for this virus to go away. If you keep on shutting down a country and you reopen it again, you're sending people to school, you are killing the world. You are killing the environment. You are killing your community. Don't listen to anybody who's telling you to send your children to school. I have my children who wants to go into Navy now, who wants to be in the Marine, who wants to become a nurse. I'm not sending them to no nursing school. I'm not sending them to no university. I'm not sending my son to the army right now because of the virus. I love my children. It will go away one day. But before the country can be clear or the world can be clear of this virus, this deadly virus, first all country must be shutting down for at least a year. This is my advice to everybody. Help people, help the country, help the world. If you want the world to be safe, shut it down for 1 year and help the people of the world. Give them the money that they need because that's their money was in the treasury. Give them the help they need and give them the free internet. Close banks. Make sure that the money go directly to their bank account. They can pay bills. They can do whatever they want to do. But please, the countries or the world need to be closed so this virus can be off the world and gone somewhere else. Never come back for another 125 years. You want this world to stay alive? You want the killing to stop? You want things to get better? You want to be able not to wear a mask? You want to be able to travel? You want to be able to go to a restaurant? You want to be able to get married? You want to be able to have children in hospital? You want to be able to do whatever you want to do? You need to stop the madness. Stop playing game with people's life. Shut down this damn country. Shut down the world. Shut it up. Close it for 1 year. And if it doesn't go, you can take my life. 1 year, I'm asking this world to shut their country. Because, let me tell you something. If any country don't shut down for 1 year, it is a threat to other countries. It is going to be a disease. It's going to be around in one country. It's going to be spreading all over the world again. It is a disease that's going to go down and come back up. It is a disease. If you don't shut it down, let it go down and it come back up, don't see nothing, it's going to go down and stay down. after 1 year. If you don't do it, if one country don't do it, you need a cooperation. All nations need to cooperate with each other. If you want the country to get better, all nations need to shut down for 1 year, just like Canada do, just like everybody else start to do. But Canada not cannot do it alone. If Canada closed their country for 1 year and the virus is gone, and then another country then shut down for 1 year, it will still go back to Canada. The whole world need to shut down completely, shut the economy down completely, and then go out only if you need medicine. Go out only if you need to buy water. Only if you want to drink. Because this disease is in the water. You're drinking the water that is wide open for the disease. People don't know that. You're taking a shower with the disease that's going to your system, into your lungs. Everything you do, air conditioning in your house, you having the heat is going to hurt your life. You having the cold, it's going to hurt your life. You need to shut the countries, shut the world down for 1 year, and the disease will go away. Thank you very much, and I appreciate it. And hopefully, I hope that things will get better. Thank you, and then I'll see you later. Goodbye.